Hello everyone. I know I said my last update video would actually be my last one, but I think that this one is an important one to share. So I'm not gonna beat around the bush. In the title, it asks, "Are the debating delinquents over?" And the answer is yes, but no. So I know I said over the summer that I was gonna post. There's a couple episodes I had left from in the vault that I'm gonna post, and I'm still gonna post them, which kind of like answers the question in a way. Because spoiler alert, we're not really done. I'll explain. But we ran into some issues, and due to some creative differences, we have lost a vital member of the podcast. So what I'm trying to say is the Debating Delinquents podcast is done. There is no more Debating Delinquents podcast. Kind of. Now, that sounds weird, but let me explain. So, after this happened, I kind of told a few friends about it, how it was sad that the podcast was done. And they said that they were starting their own podcast. And they asked me if I wanted to join. And I said, yeah. So, at this moment, right now, I would like to share with you for the first time ever our new podcast called The Gesturing Joke Teams. Now, I know the name sounds dumb, but I'll give you the rundown, and I'll give you the rundown again in the first episode. But pretty much every episode there's a king, and the king decides that topic, and the three other people are his jesters. And every episode, when the king presents a topic, the jesters have to please the king by just talking about the topic. It's really like the king thing, like it's really not that deep. It's pretty much the same thing, just we wanted to use the king outfit. But all of this to say that the Debating Delinquents is not really done, but the Debating Delinquents podcast is done. So what are we going to do with the channel? Or, like, what was the plan exactly? Well, we felt that it was best if we kind of we're not abandoning this channel. The channel's going to stay. What we're pretty much going to do is we're going to make the Gesturing Joke Tings be like a Debating Delinquents podcast. So it's kind of like a brand in a way. So you know how, like, sometimes there'll be a spin-off show when the show ends? What this is pretty much our spin-off show. The Gesturing Joke Tings is the spin-off show of Debating Delinquents. And with that being said, that doesn't mean that we're done with other Debating Delinquents things. We do still have a short film coming out. Yes, and I will announce what that short film is on our first episode back, unless I have already, which I don't think I have. But we do have a short film coming out, and we also still have things that we're working on. So the Debating Delinquents are done, but Debating Delinquents is not done. And that's kind of what I'm trying to say. Is Debating Delinquents is more of a, I don't want to say brand, because, you know, it's not really a brand. It's just like the umbrella that we're under. That's why when we make a film, it says a Debating Delinquents film, because it's kind of like our, like, umbrella term for the people that we work with. But I still have a couple more episodes that I still have yet to release that I will be releasing before our first episode back. So expect to see those very soon. But other than that, expect to see some new faces. And also, we will be referring. It's not like we're like us getting rid of the Debating Delinquents in our memory. It's not like we're gonna be like, okay, well, in order to function, we have to completely forget about the OG podcast. No, we're gonna be referring to the OG podcast a decent amount, like at least from what the plan is, because we haven't really planned out the episodes, but like we have an idea of what we want to start with and what we want to finish with. But yeah, so this is it. You know, I was kind of saying season 4. This pretty much is the season 4. I don't know if I'm gonna say that it is when I upload the videos, but this pretty much is the final season of Debating Delinquents. Once again, kind of. But yeah, that's it for the update. This should be my last update, at least for a good while. So yeah, and yes, the Debating Delinquents are not done. I just like the podcast is over. At least that podcast is over. So yeah. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.